Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all know y'all my extended family. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, cousin. How far do you think Rodgers can lead the Steelers?
I think Bill Cowher is making a mistake by saying that. I said last year that the only real destination for Aaron Rodgers is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and let me tell you why. Sometimes players transcend their head coaches. He can't do that to Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is going to tell him, hey, take a back seat, let me handle this. So how far can they go? How far back on the bus is Aaron Rodgers willing to sit? You're not the lead guy anymore. We have a formula here. The problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers is they've gotten into the playoffs and they don't have a guy that can make the throws. All they need him to do is make those particular throws that they need a quarterback to make that these guys haven't been able to make. So if Aaron Rodgers is willing to take a back seat and just play his role, they can go as far as the AFC Championship because they have the defense. Well, you got to get TJ back in the building, but they have the defense. They have a formula that's been working, but what they've run into is they haven't had a quarterback that can make those particular throws only when we need you to. We don't need you to have full reign. Full reign ain't been working for Aaron Rodgers. He's not there anymore. As good as he is, he can make every throw, but full reign, not anymore. He can still be A-Rod, but he has to modify which A-Rod he is. And I think they can make it all the way to the AFC Championship because they have everything necessary.
You know, there's a couple things that I agree with you on. They can make it to the AFC Championship game with him at the quarterback position because I think he's better than Justin Fields and he's better than Russell Wilson. He just needs to be in the right situation. Here's the problem that I have with the conversation about him taking control, the reins, all that. He's not going to be in control. Mike Tomlin is going to be in control. But
absolutely,
you have to let Aaron Rodgers, at times, push the football down the field because 3 yards in a cloud of dust is only going to get you 9, 10 wins. They're going to set you up for where you need to be come the postseason. That's part of their problem. They don't know how to throw the football. And look, a lot of people, you might know this as a defensive player, player that studies these things from an offensive standpoint. When you have an offensive coordinator that only really knows one thing, which is running the football, he doesn't really understand the passing game, you have to include Aaron Rodgers in that. You just do. Now, I'm not saying give Aaron Rodgers the keys and let him go crazy like he was doing with the Jets, but you want to talk to your star quarterback on things he likes, things he don't like, because you want to put him in the great situations, not bad situations, to be successful. And I think that's what I think that's what Mike Tomlin and the offense is going to do.
Yeah, I think he has enough. I think he has enough moxie. He is still Aaron Rodgers. Let's not get it twisted. This is still a 4-time MVP, a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest we've ever seen. So they're going to have those conversations. But like you said, they need a quarterback that can push the ball down the field when they need it to happen. Keep the formula, but what does he like? What type of plays does he like? What does he want to do? But control, no, he does not need to have total control. Like you said, I don't think he will. Mike Tomlin's going to have control, but now they got a guy who can push the ball down the field, figure out what he likes, let him get on the same page with the rest of his guys, and they have a formula where they can get to the AFC Championship.
G-Money, what up? All right, we've been talking about this last few weeks, but for you, who do you think is the biggest threat to the Eagles in the NFC?
Whoa, surprise, surprise, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ooh,
yes, I said this.
Tampa.
Yes, I said this. Listen, Jalen Hurts' kryptonite is the Bucs. Just look at his history versus the Bucs. The same team that played last year. I know they had a few injuries, but what was the Bucs' issues last year? They know they can run the ball. They just picked up a number one wide receiver. Mike Evans is still there. Chris Godwin is going to shake back. But then defensively, am I still there? Y'all got me?
Yeah.
I froze. Okay. Defensively, what was the Bucs' Achilles heel? They couldn't rush the passer, so they had to blitz a lot. Right. Okay, so what do you go out and do? You get his son ready. Now he's coming off the edge. You go draft 2 defensive linemen, and if you're going to blitz a lot, which Todd Bowles likes to do, you have to be able to play man in the back end. So what they do in the second and third round, they went and got 2-man corners. They addressed all the issues that can be a problem versus these other teams. They have the offense. Now they have people that can rush the passer and they can already stop the run. Now they got people can lock up in the back end. The Bucks are the Eagles' Achilles heel. Todd Bowles just have Jalen Hurts' number. So to me, unbiasedly, I truly believe the Bucks can be a threat to the Eagles.
He said unbiasedly.
Yeah, no bias whatsoever.
No bias.
No bias whatsoever. Not in that one.
Hurts is 1-4 against the Bucks, including the playoffs. So you might be on something there. What about the division, though? Because I do think the division is going to be take the Saints out of it. I don't have very high expectations for the Saints this year, but I kind of like Atlanta, kind of like what Carolina was cooking with last year. Do you think that the division will be better?
Yeah, the division is definitely going to be better. The youngin in Carolina, he started to figure it out at the end of the year. And then Atlanta, Michael Penix, we seen what he was capable of and why he got drafted so high. Then he steps into the starting lineup, and we got a little glimpse of what he can be. You go out in the first round, you get 2 dynamic rushers. Now it's like, okay, wait, hold up. Their Achilles heel was rushing the passer too, but now I know Raheem Morris. That's who drafted me. I know what he's trying to do defensively. Jacquez Smith, one of my closest friends, I played with him in Tampa. I know how he's coaching these guys. So defensively, Atlanta is going to be a headache, but there is no substitution for camaraderie. Even though they're getting all these great players, you still need guys that can lead them, and you need a group that's been together for a while that knows how to win these close games. Tampa has done that, even though the Atlanta fans say, well, Gerald, we beat y'all twice last year, and where did they get you? Doesn't matter. You got to beat these other teams. So, yes, the division definitely will be better, but I still got Tampa winning.
Hey, Joe, let's switch over to the AFC. The Chiefs have had basically a stranglehold on the AFC conference, let alone the division, 9 straight division titles coming to Kansas City. Who do you think has a better chance of knocking off the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, or the Chargers?
I'm going to still go with the Ravens. Lamar is still Lamar. I know, a lot of people think that that's where vet wide receivers go to, quote unquote, unalive themselves. They got D-Hop. I think he'll be a good possession guy for him. But defensively, they're only going to get better. They drafted who I believe is the best defensive player, if not player, in the entire draft, and Malachi Starks. This guy, you could put him in the box. He can roam all over the place. And Key, if any place is a place where vets return to help the young guys, it's the Baltimore Ravens. And they understand Ray Lewis is going to be around that building. Ed Reed, I know he's coaching his son, but he'll be around the building. These guys will be in and out of the building helping this team. And I believe top to bottom with what they've done, they have the best shot of knocking off the Chiefs.
Gee, we're going to switch to defense, something you know a little bit about. Who is your early defensive player of the year pick?
Man, I was thinking about this, and without really diving into rosters and who they're going to play, I'm just going to go Michael Parsons. He's due for one. Some people come through and they're generational and they're special. And he's been special since he's stepped into the league. And he's just due for a defensive player of the year to just finish it off and go out there and show that he's one of those top guys. You got Myles Garrett, who's 1-1, TJ Watt, who's 1-1, but I just think Michael Parsons is due. It's about that time where he really turns that corner, and he's already stamped, but he's really a stamp himself if he gets that defensive player of the year.
Man, I just got through watching them Michael Parsons highlights. That's the move I was doing.
Okay. So
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Gerald, wait. We got.
Hell, it's not.
We have to show
That's
you.
the exact move. That's my new one. Yeah, that's what Michael Parsons was doing. Right there. I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting some motion with that one.
Hey, that's the same way you was holding your hands when you had that cramp and you had to go to the back and you came out the tunnel? Remember how you came out the tunnel like this? That's the same way you was holding your hand. B, listen, I love you to death, but you got the hips up. No. You got the hips of a 70-year-old homeless man. That ain't gonna get it, big dog.
Man.
That ain't it, man. Nah. Heck no.
That's what I just seen Marcus Parsons doing right there.
The fact that you raised up, you know the first thing a left tackle gonna do to you?
Boy, he gonna punch you right in your chest.
He gonna hit him right there. Bam!
Man, listen, that vacation you worried about, he gonna send you there early. For sure. You stand up doing that.
He also believes that he can beat Vita Vea in a 40-yard
Yeah. Come on, right now.
race.
Right now.
Relax,
y'all
man.
crazy.
We listen, the NFL produces mutants, so don't be fooled by his size and none of that.
Nah, ain't nobody
You
over,
can't beat Vita in no race,
nah,
dog.
ain't nobody over
You can't do
300
it.
can beat me in a
You
race.
taking Vita or you taking
Ain't nobody
Paul
over
in a
300.
40-yard dash?
Man, that ain't him
Old
right
man
now.
hips?
No,
You talking about old man hips?
No, we talking about
Nah,
straight
man.
running. We talking about straight
Vita,
running.
yeah, straight running, he'll smoke you.
Nah, he ain't gonna smoke me.
Come on, man.
Nah, listen. That what we just saw Vita, that was his rookie year. He ain't that fast no more.
He can still run, man.
Man, I know he can run, but I'll be
Okay.
on the treadmill still.
Okay, but listen, you are how far removed from playing?
Well,
I
you
just,
go
I
all
just,
the way
I
back
just,
to Boston.
I just went to the gym yesterday, got some shots up.
No, all the way back
No,
when
I
he played
said
in
from
Boston.
being a professional under contract
Man, when the
NBA
last time I
player. You are
played?
2
7
exactly.
years, 8
Vita
years?
he's in the middle. He's coming off a Pro Bowl season.
I
You're
understand.
not beating that dude in no race,
I'm
man.
talking about a race, though. 40-yard dash.
I'm telling you, yes, RACE.
No.
You
No, Paul, no.
LOSE.
I weigh
Lose.
250.
You're not going to beat him right now.
He
So?
weighed
You're
330
not going to
pounds.
beat him right now. It's just not going to
So,
happen.
That ain't beating me.
oh man, the delusion.
that
it's
ain't gonna beat me.
ridiculous.
Listen, that's
Yeah.
how we're a delusional bunch. We like it that way. Thank you for joining us, Gerald. Have a great holiday weekend. We appreciate you.
All right, G Money.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Love y'all, man. Thank you.
No raisins in the potato salad now.
On 4th of July,
Hey,
right?
On
no.
4th of July. Okay, I'm just checking.
No, sir.
hey,
I'm
just
from
checking.
Oklahoma, man.
Hey,
I'm from
make sure-
Southside
make
Oklahoma
sure you
City.
got a
We
good-
don't do that.
Make sure you got a good mac and cheese.
Yeah, no breadcrumbs on the
Yeah,
top
for
either.
sure.
Okay?
No, man. Tighten up.
All right.
Tighten up.
For sure.